Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. In this episode, we perform a Restomod on my childhood 1998 GT Performer. Back in 1997, I was in the 7th grade and I got my hands on a 1998 GT BMX catalog. At the time, I was riding a 1980's GT Mach 1 race bike that I found in the trash and fixed up. I wanted a GT freestyle bike so bad I couldn't stand it. Well, in 1999, when I went into the 9th grade, I found out that I was outside the limits of the school bus route and I had to ride my bike to school. So my parents bought me this 1998 GT Performer. Originally, it was in a black rain paint job, and well, fast forward 22 years and here we are. I wanted to give this bike an 80s look with my 1998 frame with some newer technology to go along with it. Check it out as I restore this bike into what you see here. Since GT never made a 25-tooth front sprocket in a cheese grater style, we went ahead and made our own. We cut it out on the plasma cutter. Made sure every surface of this build was sandblasted before we did any powder coating. The color blue we used is Prismatic Powder's Playboy Blue. Paired with Prismatic Powder's gloss white, we feel like this gave the perfect illusion of a 1980s BMX bike. sometime around about 2003, I went ahead and ground out the rear dropouts to accommodate a 14mm axle, and that's what allowed us to accommodate the Skyway TuffII's with a 14mm rear axle. The pegs I've chosen for this build, I've kept for about 20 years. I don't even know what brand they are, but they did not fit exactly the way I wanted with the Pac-Man front dropouts, and I went ahead and machined them down so they fit perfectly. After working in a bike shop for about 3 years in my early college days, I learned that hairspray is the perfect solution for installing handlebar grips. All the decals used in this build were purchased on eBay. I'll put a link to the eBay store in the description below. I highly recommend them. Well, as you can see, I ran into a couple snags. Some of the newer compact drive trade utilizing a 9-tooth cog in the back and 25-tooth sprocket up front. The chain now rubs the rear brake, and I haven't decided how I want to remedy this problem yet. I may move to a larger rear driver so I can make a new sprocket to bring the chain up high enough to clear. If that doesn't work, I may need to modify the posts to tuck the brakes closer to the chainstay. I also realized that the Odyssey Springfield brakes that I used on the front were not intended to be used up front, but there's an adapter that was made. Of course, it's not available anymore, probably because of COVID. So I'll likely make my own and hopefully get them to work. I'll post a future video up after I wrap that project up. Overall, I am just over the moon with how well this thing turned out. I mean, I couldn't ask for better results, to be honest. If you want more details on the bike, let me know and I can do a follow-up video with the parts I used. If you'd like to see more bicycle restorations, I have quite a few lined up that I would like to do. Make sure and leave a comment below if that sounds interesting to you, and I hope you enjoy watching this video as much as I enjoy making it, and I'll see you on the next one.